Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the adventure film, Aeronauts. If you enjoy our content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Amelia Wren, a pilot, and James Glacier, a scientist, come in London in 1862 for the launch of the biggest balloon ever made. Amelia puts on a brave face despite being plagued by visions of her deceased husband Pierre, and the balloon successfully launches to a crowd of cheering spectators. In a flashback, James reveals his theory that the weather can be forecast in front of the Royal Society, but his fellow researchers insult him and decline to fund his research. When he gets home, he chats to his parents, who encourage him to pursue several scientific fields. James and Amelia begin to ascend on the balloon through the cloud cover. They soon come upon a strong storm, which causes the balloon to spin. In a flashback, Antonia, Amelia's sister, convinces her to go to a social event. Amelia is approached by James there, and he offers to pay her to fly his balloon on a privately sponsored trip while he tries to prove his claims. James gets knocked around and sustains a head injury, but he and Amelia survive the storm and keep moving upward. First of 5 pigeons carrying messages with the current altitude and other scientific readings in case they don't survive is released by James. They find a butterfly colony on an air current, supporting James' friend John True's notion that insects can travel on air currents. Amelia sees James in the past as he prepares for the flight to let him know she has changed her mind. The balloon eventually reaches a height of more than 23,000 feet, 7.0 kilometers, breaking the previous record. Glacier estimated they reached an elevation of roughly 37,000 feet, but later calculations showed it to be closer to 29,500 feet 11. Amelia decides to begin descending when she discovers that James hadn't packed any clothing appropriate for the constantly dropping weather. James declines, and they clash. Amelia agrees to continue climbing but warns James that they will soon have to begin lowering. In a flashback, John visits Amelia and advises her that she has a responsibility to improve science. Then, Amelia visits Pierre's grave to think. She ultimately decides to accompany him as it starts to snow, which John had already informed her James had anticipated. James, who is battling hypoxia due to the altitude in the balloon, urges them to continue and tries to prevent Amelia from deflating. Only when Amelia recounts how Pierre gave his life to save her during a balloon journey does he finally give in. Amelia finds that the balloon's top gas release valve has frozen. She is forced to climb up the balloon's exterior and open the valve from the top as James loses consciousness. She tries to jam her boot into the valve despite having beginnings of frostbite on her hands, which slowly releases the gas. Amelia passes out and falls over the side, but her rope tether stops her. Amelia wakes up and is able to swing back to the balloon to wake up James. The balloon is disintegrating from the loss of too much gas as they continue to drop, while snow starts to linger above them. Closing the gas release allows them to dump everything, including James' equipment, over the side. When that doesn't work, they scale the structure and let go of the basket. James is able to turn the remaining balloon into a parachute, slowing their descent, after realizing that Amelia is willing to die to save him. Amelia is dragged along behind the balloon as they violently crash through trees and strike the ground. James responds to her call as he stumbles toward her as she awakens. While both are hurt, they are happy to have made it through and achieved a new human flight height record of 37,000 feet, 11.3 kilometers. James and Amelia construct a new balloon so they can carry out research together in the future. Their discoveries demonstrate the presence of layers in the atmosphere, opening the path for the first weather forecasts. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.